slow, but we'll come down and come out very fast, right? Over the past 1 year, 6 months, we draw these lines.
Definitely. I have been to quite a few other courses. Okay, but so far I feel that Joey's class is the one that makes a lot of sense.
Okay, what's up guys? I'm here today with Joey Choy, one of the top stock trading trainers and stock traders in Singapore, and he was also once a top tier Remisier, and he has been featured in Business Times and also 938 Live and also a lot of other media platforms. Share with us a little bit about your background. How do you get started in trading?
Thanks Karen for having me here. Just to share a bit more with you guys about my background. So I first started trading when I was in NUS. I was a mechanical engineering undergrad, right? I didn't really know much about trading. I read up a bit online. I googled a bit on how to buy stocks, how to trade stocks, and I thought it was quite fairly simple to buy a few stocks. Within a year, I lost about $20,000, and not that good lah. Pretty bad results. Okay, and after that, in somewhere around like 2007, I was quite lucky. I was offered an internship in this bank called Goldman Sachs, assisting a team of like equity sales traders. So I learned a lot from them. It was a pretty good experience, eye opener for me. After that, I became really keen to learn whatever I can in the stock market lah. So that's where I really started. So after graduating, I went on to work as a dealer, something like a stockbroker in one of the local brokerage firm. From there, I went on to become a Remisier in Philips Securities. So I've been in Philips Securities probably about 5 to 6 years already. Pretty much learning along the way, improving my performance, trading, assisting clients, adding value to clients. It's about 2 years back, and that's where I actually came out with a program to kind of teach more people. I mean, a lot of people asking, why not just conduct a course to kind of teach people how to condense it into like a course. So that's what I did, right? I came out with this course called Precision Trading Intensive, and that's where I share with all my graduates over 2.5 days, all my experience that I've learned over the past 8 years. So it's been a pretty good journey so far, but every day I'm still learning, and in terms of the markets, every day is changing. Strategy is the same, but market that's up and down, so I'm always trying to tweak my performance, increase the winning rate, increase the winning ratio.
Okay, so Joey, since you came from Goldman Sachs, based on what you observe, what do you think is the difference between retail traders and also professional traders?
Based on my experience talking to really thousands of clients that we have and talking to them, key difference is that these retail traders, they always start off thinking about making money, thinking about just buying a stock, and there's only one way for the stock to go, and that's up. If it doesn't go up, they don't make money, they'll probably just hold on to the stock and not do anything about it. So most retail traders just start off, open a trading account, they think it's pretty easy, they just buy a stock and they wait. Hopefully it goes up, and then they sell and they make some money and then move on to the next stock. Professional traders, what they do is they know that it doesn't make sense to win every single time. It's just impossible, right? In fact, you can only win like 50%, 40%, 60%, and you can still make money in the stock market. So for professional traders, we would not be too concerned about losses. We think about the big picture, we think about the long term, a series of trades, not 5 trades or 10 trades, but a series of trades done properly, following a strategy, a system over a period of time, maybe like 30, 50 trades, and that's where odds are with you, and that's how you make money in the long run. So that's what professional traders know. So professional traders will have a plan for every trade, and we stick to the plan. We make minor tweaks to make it better, but at least we have a plan. But retail traders, it's been based on my experience, I would say most clients just buy and wait and hope, and then probably call me or call one of my team to ask for advice, and after that they decide what to do from there.
For professional traders, they will have a very fixed plan, whereas for retail traders, they just do things randomly most of the time. Yeah, so I agree. Then what do you think are the common mistakes that beginner traders always make?
I'm more focused on stocks. So in terms of stocks, there are many different sectors, penny stocks, blue chips, dividend stocks and stuff. So most beginners, when they start out in the stock market, just like I had 10 years ago, you probably think that every stock is the same, or just the price difference, but under that is the same. But I would say that there's a huge difference in terms of whether it's a penny stock, whether it's a blue chip, whether it's a mid cap. Most beginners, they thought it's the same, and they go in and they buy some penny stocks, and they thought that they want to get rich quick, make a double-digit returns within like 1 or 2 weeks. Sometimes it does happen, they get lucky, but they might lose it all. I would say the mistakes that most people do is that they think that trading is like a quick buck, it's like gambling, it's like 4D, you buy, and it goes up, you make, and then you move on to the next one. Alright, there isn't really a system or a real reason why you buy that stock, or there's a real criteria why you buy the stock. Professional traders will know that if you have a system in place, criteria which you follow, in the long run, as you prove it works, then that would be the way to succeed in the stock market, rather than just randomly, buying and then moving on to the next one. Yeah.
Totally agree. Can you give us a summary of how is your strategy like? What strategy do you use for your stock trading?
I only have like 2 strategies, right? So I started off with this, it's a very simple trend trading strategy. I've been using all this while over the past 8 years, right? So trend trading, just get the trend right. I get the trend right, whether it's the uptrend or downtrend. And then, of course, there are certain indicators we use, certain draws, certain lines. Nothing complicated. People used to like to complicate things, but I try to keep it simple, all right? The more simple it is, the better. Pretty much just looking at the trend, and then we want to take trades along with the trend, all right? Not against the trend, along with the trend. And then it would be harder to be wrong if you're with the trend, right? So that's what we want to do, just be with the trend, right? So there are certain levels where we want to take trades which actually increases our odds of winning. Okay, so that's the trend trading strategy I've been using over the past 8 years. About 2 to 3 years back, when I started to get a bit better, started to explore a bit more powerful strategy, and that's where I came about, discovered from scratch this whole strategy which I now call explosive strategy. Like, so we have a system for it, it's called 1ET. Alright, this strategy is about how we spot moves, very, very explosive moves. It doesn't happen all the time, alright. It might happen like once, maybe in 2 or 3 months. It becomes all criteria are met. That's good, perfect. That's where me and my inner circle will be alerted and we'll get ready. But most of the time, it might not happen. But this strategy is a bit more aggressive. Alright, we wait for the right time, and once we see a potential for it to explode up or down, it's where we want to position ourselves to catch that massive moves. So just 2 strategies only, that's it, and that's what I've been perfecting all along. I think most people might have so many strategies jumping around, but I think it's just good to have like 1 or maybe just for me it's 2, and that's it, that's all I know, and just stick with it.
Joey, do you agree with me that there's a lot of ways that you can learn trading? So
Yes.
you can learn trading through reading books, you can learn trading through talking to your mentor, you can learn trading through doing it. So what do you think is the best way to learn how to trade stocks?
I think there are many ways you can learn. Most people will start out probably the same as me, probably Google how to trade stocks or stock trading strategy, and then there's probably 2 million results that comes out and you get lost. You probably click the first 10 links and you get messed up. You can go on that way, but you might bang a lot of walls, you might confuse yourself, you might get overwhelmed, and eventually you might come back to square one and you don't know what's happening. So I would say that to start off trading, it's good to probably find a mentor, alright, a mentor who has done it. To really shorten your learning curve. Somebody who can teach you the right steps. I think most people, they fail not because they are not talented or what, but because they don't really have a system to guide them or a mentorship program to guide them to do from like step 1, 2, 3 all the way until the end. As a beginner, I think it's good to probably get a mentor. You can read books as well, learn along the way, but I think the fastest way is to really get a mentor. Just like I had, I went through many courses online and also read books. From there I learned, but I started off in Goldman, whereby they led me in the right direction. From there I just kept on developing. Right? So I think the fastest way would be to get a mentor, and then from there have a community of people whereby you can ask questions and improve your performance along the way.
So guys, when you first start off trading, go and find a mentor that you can rely on, okay? A lot of people, especially in Singapore and also Malaysia, aside from stock trading, they also focus on stock investing long term, value investing. So what do you think is the benefits of stock trading over stock investing?
I would say stock trading and stock investing are 2 different approaches, but I'm more into swing trading, I'm more into trading, not really into value investing, not really into like fundamentals or intrinsic value and all that stuff. I do know, but that's not my forte, right? So, but I would say that both are equally important. Even though I'm not the best at value investing, but I believe that's important as well. So I have clients who ask us, what's the upside in terms of the fundamentals of it. That's where we use a few tools to kind of guide us in terms of the fundamental value or the intrinsic value of the stock. But we want to use like technical analysis just by looking at the charts to know when to get in and get out. So I believe that if you know fundamental and the stock is undervalued, intrinsic value is like 20% upside, that's a good thing, right? But if you know that and then you know in terms of the technical, in terms of like if the chart says is good, the trend is good, I think it's harder to be wrong. Fundamental is good, technical is good, and then even better, right? So that's why I believe it's good to know both. I pretty much focus more on the technical. So I would say for value investing, in terms of investing for long term, most people who want to start off and think about investing, can probably start off with defensive stocks. Get a feel of the market. Those stocks that probably pay pretty decent dividend income, like pay out a yield of maybe 3%, 5%. Some of the REITs, real estate investment trusts, I would say, some of them are very good. Like commercial REITs, some industrial REITs, real estate investment trusts, those that pays out pretty good dividends. So I would say that it's good to go from that perspective if you're looking for the longer term. If you have done like some serious good research about a particular stock in terms of the income statement, balance sheet, and all that, and I think value investing is the way to go as well. But I would say that it's good to use both to complement one another. And if both says the same thing, I think it's definitely much harder to be wrong.
Okay, that's really great. Then, Joey, what kind of trading books would you recommend aspiring stock traders?
I think many years back, I've read up a lot of books, Google a lot, read up a lot of websites and stuff. So I think some of the very popular books, I think some of you might know as well. I think Market Wizards by Jack Swagger. It's a very good book. I think many years back I read it and talk about the trading pattern, the trading style of the different traders. I think we have like Paul Tudor Jones and all the top guru traders out there. So that's where you learn from many of those traders. So I think it's a very good book whereby you can learn, not really just like the strategy or how to make money fast, but more on thinking about the thought process that these people or these top 10 successful traders, right, what actually goes through their mind when they're trading. People might think that, wow, all of them are different and everybody got different strategy. Yeah, true, definitely everybody is different, but I would say that in terms of the similarities, you can see that there are certain things that all of them does. There are always certain things which they do, and all of them has that same characteristic. So I think that those books are very good to get you started. And there's another book called Reminiscences of a Stock Operator, documenting the life of like Jesse Livermore, how he became like a multi-millionaire and then how he became bankrupt and all that. So I think, yeah, very good, interesting story. Yeah, most people who are interested in the stock market can probably read these books to kind of get a feel of the market in terms of sentiments, how some of those top traders actually think during bullish market, during bearish market, during a potential crash and all that. Yeah.
So what are the common habits of successful traders that you normally observe? What are the things that they do? What do they have in common in terms of habits and also mindset?
I would say that all top professional traders or successful traders have this thing in common. They know that trading is like a long-term game, right? It's not just like gambling, or it's not just like buying and hoping that you win one or two trades. No, it's about a long-term game, all right? And there will be bound to be losses. I think you've heard of this phrase like the house always wins, right? That's just like the casino, right? So most people, when we go to the casino, the odds are with them, all right? It's not with us, it's with them. So the one or two trades you might bet on blackjack or whatever, yes, you might win, but in a long run, over like thousands of trades, every single day, the house always wins, right? Same thing, when you go to the stock market or the FX market for you, I would say that we can choose to become the casino. And this time, we are the ones that kind of control the odds. We can be the casino if we choose to be the casino. You want to win more when you're right. The most important thing is you want to lose less, all right? Keep your losses less. The less losses when you're wrong. So it's okay to be wrong, all right? But just that when you're wrong, instead of losing 200, don't lose 2,000. I mean, you're supposed to lose 200, then just keep it as 200 and then move on. It's okay to be wrong a few times, but in the long run, you can lose a few battles, but in the end, we win the war. So